So we back at it again, man, with another episode of Locked In. Welcome to episode 18. I got another guest for y'all today. We got my girl Kori. I'm gonna just go ahead and let her introduce herself to y'all real quick and basically tell y'all what she do.
So, hey guys, my name is Kori. I'm a 19-year-old that used to be in cosmetology school, but hair wasn't my thing, so I transitioned over to skincare, and now I have my own natural skincare line that will be launching in December of 2020.
All right, so the first question I'm gonna ask you, and I'm pretty sure the audience gonna want to know this, is what made you want to start a skincare and cosmetics line?
Okay, so when I originally got into cosmetology school, prior to Corona, I was into hair, like lace fronts, bundles, stuff like that. But once I got to cosmetology school, I was like, this is a lot of chemistry, a lot of science, a lot of stuff that personally isn't my forte. I don't like to stand on my feet a long time, stuff like that. And then I was like, ding, 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 skincare, because people always compliment my skin. They're always like, it looks so nice. Oh, what do you do? Type shit. And I'm always testing new, skincare products, stuff like that. So I was just like, instead of just, I also have like a skin condition. I also have eczema. So, you know the vibes. You can't just use fucking anything because you're going to break out. You're going to start looking crazy. So I was like, let me come out with skincare so everybody's skin can be popping like mine and everybody can, know what's in the skincare products rather than buying shit with lots of stuff on the label that we not aware of what's going onto the skin, stuff like that. It's important. So I was just like, why not? And I can't see myself working for somebody else. So I like to be an entrepreneur, and that's just where my mind has been set on for a minute now.
No, I'm glad you said it. That's a fact, because working for somebody else is not the goal. Not at all.
Not over here. And I'm not knocking nobody who does. It's just not my cup of tea.
For sure. For sure. All right, so I know you previously mentioned, people always compliment your skin. You do have nice skin, by the way.
Thank you.
Just a compliment. But just talk about, like, what does that mean to you? Like, just having good skin, like, why you feel like that's so important?
Okay, so for one, when you introduce yourself to people, when you meet people, the first thing they see is your face. When you speak, everything, like, the first thing that they see is face. So you want to make sure you're giving face at all times. You can't give face with, crusty skin, being ashy. You can't, like... And it all, like, low-key for me, I like to smell good. I like to take showers. I like to do all that regular shit that I hope everybody likes to do. But, like, my skin, like, yeah, like I said, like, the face is the first thing you see. And so for me, I feel like that's like, in a sense, like, that's the first thing. Yeah, it's like presentation. Like, you just want to make sure that you always, people, and, like, in a society that we live in right now, like, low-key, that's important. It's not really important, but it's like when people see you, when you go to interviews and stuff like that, the more put together you look, the more interested they are. Now, so yeah, like, that's just, I don't know, clear skin, 2020. And I also don't like makeup. It clogs my pores. So if my skin was scarred or if it wasn't taken care of, I would look absolutely insane. So I don't really have much of a choice here.
Nah, for sure. I'm glad you mentioned the makeup too, because any fella that's listening in on this podcast, a natural girl is the best girl. Just put that out there. All right,
I want to not be a catfish. Listen, no disrespect, but I want to look the same at all times.
Nah, that's facts though. That is facts. All right, so are there any, skincare lines or cosmetics lines that have maybe inspired you to, start your own skincare cosmetic line?
Well, yes and no. So, yes for the most part though. So there's Ancient Cosmetics. That's like a cosmetic line. They sell like natural soaps, oils, skin, body shit. And people probably haven't heard of them, but a lot of celebrities they sponsor a lot of celebrities. They sponsor a lot of people. So it's Black owned, if I'm not mistaken. And there's another girl I know. She has Renee Collectives. I did a shoot for her a few months back. She doesn't necessarily sell skincare, but she started to. But she has her own business. She's my age. I know her personally. And just like people around me, just starting their own lines, just doing shit. It kind of just, it motivated me more in a sense. Like, I'm so young that it's like I can afford to, put something out there and like work on it again if it's not what I want it to be. You get what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, like just stuff like that. I don't have necessarily like a skincare brand and like one that I was like, this is what I want it to be like. It was more so like, I see so many fucking people doing this. Where's my bag at? Where's this at? Like, you know?
Right.
So it's something I'm passionate about, something that I think is fun, stuff like that. So yeah.
All right. And then another thing I'm gonna ask you, I know you previously mentioned, you attended Paul Mitchell. Just talk about, your whole experience in attending there and if it had anything to do with, what you're trying to accomplish now.
Okay, so the ways that I feel about Paul Mitchell, my experience, I'm not going to speak for all cosmetology schools. I still think there's a lot of things I remember from being in that school. There's a lot of things that I apply now to like when I do my hair, when I go to do like my friend's hair, stuff like that. There's things that I remember, especially when it goes to like coloring care, the whole dye job. I'm not going to get into it too heavy, but there's things that I learned from being a cosmetology school that I think you wouldn't necessarily learn or even be mindful of unless you were like in a school setting. Now, my school in particular, in the DMV, just wasn't it. It was giving very much ghetto. It was giving nobody's doing nothing. It was like high school times 10 because it's a whole bunch of females stacked in these little rooms, loud talking. And it's like, I'm not here to do all that. You're there. At that point, I was there from 9 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock at night, every day, almost every day. So you feel like a slave in there, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. You keep repeating the same shit over and over and over again. I think that if my school was more put together and the owner of my school wasn't a scammer, then maybe I would have felt a little bit better about the experience itself, and maybe I would have still wanted to do hair. But one thing it did teach me is I respect a lot of hairstylists. I respect anybody who's into cosmetology at all, like anybody who does hair, makeup, nails, does estheticians, does massages, the whole nine. I respect, because it's a lot that goes into it. But I mean, I would recommend cosmetology school for people who definitely know that that's a road they want to take. I thought I was certain until I got there, and then it was like, I like this, but I don't like it enough. And then once Corona came, I was like, yeah, no. I was supposed to graduate in February of next year, and then it postponed it back to like being there until December, and I was like, no, this just isn't an option. I'm trying to be out of the state by next year. Y'all are bugging. So yeah.
No, for sure. All right. So I know you personally. Yes. And I know you always want to, look good, you popping, all that type of stuff. All right. So I'm going to just ask you this. If it was one celebrity where you had to pitch to why they should wear your skin and cosmetic line, because Kori is popping, like mess with my brand. Who would that celebrity be and why?
Fuck. Who would I pitch my brand to? I would say Rihanna on some champ ass shit, but she got her own shit. She'd be looking at me like, girl, bye. Like, nah, I'm gonna fuck with you, but you could wear my Fenty skin type shit. Like, nah. Who's somebody? I don't even know who has really nice skin. A lot of fucking people, if I'm being real with you. Fuck. I'm gonna say Cameron. I'm gonna say Cameron Darrell, because that's my friend in real life. I know he would fuck with me. And I would never do that nigga wrong. So I'm gonna say that nigga. If I had to pitch it to anybody, I would pitch it to him, because that's my right hand, and he would be somebody I wouldn't mind giving. This is low-key on the tangent, but like I feel like when you have people represent your brand, you have to really genuinely like these people, because at the end of the day, what they are presenting on their page represents you, no matter if that's them and that's just what they doing. If they're promoting a business and there's somebody who just be out here fighting wild, you don't want that connected with your brand. You get what I'm saying? And this is a very positive person, a talented individual, somebody who motivates me at times. So yeah, definitely somebody else. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. All right, so what are some of your favorite, cosmetic lines, besides yours, of course?
Right. I was the same.
But like, if you had to say, I'll put it like this: if you had to, collaborate with another skin or cosmetic line, who would that cosmetic line be and why?
I want to say either Dove, and Dove isn't necessarily cosmetics, but they sell cosmetics and they sell skincare, and I don't care. Nobody got better soap than Dove. If y'all using anything else,
no, that's a fact. I use Dove.
I don't know what the fuck is good with y'all. Son, I could go on a fucking tangent about Dove if I wanted to. But Nah, that in Ancient Cosmetics, I brought it up when you said, was there another company that I enjoyed? That them. Not only because they're Black owned, but because I just live for the packaging, the scents, what they got going on over there. Anything, I wouldn't mind collabing with any brand, long as the people who are behind the brands had good principles and they were good people. I wouldn't mind being supporting anybody. I would prefer a Black owned company, but I'm here for the whole nine. Long as my people are involved, then we straight. I'm straight. Because I'm not just gonna do anything for a bag. That's wild. But
nah, you gotta do because you really have a passion for it. That's facts. It's definitely facts. All right, so Kori, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
out of Maryland for one. Out of the DMV. That's a certain. Better be in the next year or two. Hopefully in either Atlanta or Houston or California, maybe out the country, maybe something bougie. Established. And when I say established, I mean like I want to be content enough in 5 years. I feel like I'm so young, but I be stressing like I'm 30 years old with children. And I just feel like that's because I just be feeling like that's because I be feeling like I need to be successful tomorrow, and that's not necessarily something easy to obtain. But like, I don't know, in 5 years I see myself set where I'm in a position where I could put my family on, I could put my friends on, I could take trips when I want to, I can be genuinely happy with the shit around me. And yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot of shit I want from life if I'm being really fucking real here. Just a tad bit of fucking money to put everybody on and some fucking happiness, a sprinkle of happiness in there. Other than that,
Sure.
I'm straight.
All right, so speaking of Atlanta too, I be seeing you at Atlanta, popping out.
Everybody, recently somebody just talked to me the other day that was like, yo, like you was just in Atlanta, like what's up with you? And I'm like, bro, I don't be traveling. Y'all just caught me. Y'all caught me in my traveling, John. But I went to go see my best friend, and my father had surgery out there, so I went to go see what's up with him.
Oh, okay. Hope he's doing all right, by the way.
Nah, yeah, he's straight.
Nah, for sure. All right, so why should this is the chance where you could just talk your stuff. Why should people watching tap in with your skincare cosmetic line?
Well, one, because it's me. Because it's me. And if you know me in real life, I'm the realest. I don't care. But nah, I would never, first of all, I'm never setting nobody up. Just know that whatever my name is going to be on, it's not going to ever be half-assed. It's never going to be something where y'all are my test dummies. Like, try it for me, buy for me, and I ain't never tested on myself or nobody else. Like, nah. It'll never be that situation. I want to make sure, because it has my name on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has my name on it, so I need nothing but positivity in the reviews, what it's given, packaging, all of that. So the reason why niggas should tap in with me, outside of the fact that I'm Black, that it's a Black-owned business and it's owned by one of the littest people you could ever meet. Outside of that, the sense is there. Everything that you could potentially want from like a regular skincare product with hella chemicals, you get in here result-wise, but just like without all the extra shit. Like it's
right.
Organically, cruelty-free. We here. I'm here for everything. But just tap in because I'm the shit. I mean, if you tap in and you don't fuck with what I got going on, then I respect it. Thanks for tapping in. You at least attempted to look at my shit. But just if you into skincare, you into cosmetics, you into things that are good for your fucking skin, so your skin isn't burning off, then I mean, hey, hit me up. But if you cool with all the, the regular, I'm gonna charge you $14 for a bottle of chemicals, and I mean, feel free. I'm all here for it.
Cool. All right, so I got a chance to look at your page, and I seen you had a quote on there that said, let me read it, make sure I'm reading it right. You said, where natural beauty is the best beauty. Yes. Just talk about that quote, what that means, and just basically explain.
So for one, I meant that like ingredient wise, like natural beauty is the best beauty. Like when you have natural products, all natural products in your shit, like you 9 times out of 10 are going to get a better result because you know exactly what's going into that, and what's going into your skin. The same way people want to know what's going into their bodies when they're eating whatever the fuck, people should feel the same way about what they're putting on their skin. Like it gets absorbed into your body, your fucking bloodstream. And as far as like where best beauty is where natural beauty is the best beauty, I am here for natural skin. Okay, I think everybody, especially in society like today, where like being plastic and being fake is regular, and you know, the makeup's regular and that's what's kind of pushed upon the youth and everything like that. I feel like everybody has to find confidence within themselves, because like the natural you, the person you are with behind the makeup up and all that shit, should be the person that you feel comfortable with presenting. You get what I'm saying? People are
Right.
low-key like conditioned to feel like, oh, I don't have brows or I don't have clear skin, so instead of trying to fix the problem, they try to cover up the problem. Like, no, we're trying to solve it over here so that you feel comfortable enough to go to a nigga house or, you know, do whatever the case may be, because women can be very insecure. Not that men help, you know, sometimes, but women can be very insecure. And I often always promote good skin and chopping your hair off. Those are the two things that if you know me and you ask me about, I'm going to be all here for. Seriously. Like, two things that
Nah, trust me.
all around the
Trust me,
confidence.
I know.
Listen, you know how I feel. Like, don't be fooled by me. I'm bald. Like, listen.
Nah, for real though. All right, then the last thing I'm gonna ask you for this interview is name your top 3 artists you listening to. Who are you cranking every day?
All right, so no funny shit. I've been cranking fucking Riley Lanes. So that's somebody that a lot of people probably won't know, and if you do, you're the realest motherfucking nigga alive. Oh God. She's an up and coming fucking artist from the Bronx, and fuck with her heavy. Her music's heavy. If you want a soulful fucking R&B lit ass motherfucker, that's her. That's you. You know, like I fuck with her. So heavy. So that's one. That's somebody whose EP been on repeat. Like
For sure.
OD. 21 Savage's album been on repeat for me too, and I'm not even somebody who's into really rappers like that. That's not my thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he's another one, but that's not like a top 3 artist. But he is for right now, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But my last one typically would be Travis, but you know, to just throw something interesting in the mix here,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's
just
Kori.
don't mean to cut you off, but I know you used to always try to play Travis. I'm like,
Yeah. Anyways, listen, because Travis is like that, but we're not even gonna get into that.
no, we not gonna.
But nah, just know fucking Tory Lanez is my last one. Now, granted, this might cause a lot of people to not fuck with me. So I'm just saying, just know I'm real. Listen, I say Tory Lanez because he's controversial as fuck at the moment, and I find that shit hilarious. I wasn't there, and neither the fuck with none of y'all, so I need y'all to relax. Whoever's in panties in a bunch right now, relax. But nah, he's just mad fucking talented, despite all the extra shit that's going on. Prior to niggas was, you know, dick eating him because of fucking the little lives he was doing and shit. But nah, extremely talented nigga, all in all. Bars are insane. Some of y'all favorite rappers can never, but niggas are not ready for that conversation. So I'm gonna leave that there. But those are 3 artists that at the moment I'm really enjoying.
For sure. Yeah. Nah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. You know, it's always love. Always.
Yes, nothing but.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming on. And I appreciate what you're doing. Like, everybody that's looking, man, make sure y'all tap in with her cosmetic and skincare line. You know, she got a thing going for herself. Proud of her. Proud of what she's doing. And just keep going, you know, keep going. You know, you always gonna have my support no matter what. So just make sure y'all look out for that. December 2020.
Yes, December 2020. And it's gonna be a holiday collection, so you know the scent's gonna be the shit. But nah, thank you for having me, you know, wanting me on this joint, you know.
Nah, for sure.
I appreciate it.
All right. And that's it for episode 18 of Locked In, y'all. Make sure y'all continue to stay locked in and tune in for next week's episode.